Hello my dear geographers, I hope you all are doing well. So once again welcome back to your geography class. In this class we are going to discuss a completely new as well as interesting topic of class 11 ISC, that is plate tectonic movement. Now this theory of plate tectonics is a very young and scientific theory, and the hypothesis of plate tectonics was first propounded by Mr. W.J. Morgan in the year of 1967. So first we need to learn what are these plates. Obviously these plates are not that T plates, right? The rigid lithospheric slabs or rigid and solid crustal layers are known as the plates. Basically the plates float over this asthenosphere. The individual plate may include the continental and the oceanic crust. Now we will learn what is this plate tectonic. So first, one information for you: tectonic means the activity. Okay, so the whole mechanism of evaluation, nature and the motion of the plates and the resultant reactions is known as plate tectonic. Now let's come to the important point, that is the movement of the plates, or how basically the plates move. Now the lithospheric plates are not stationary, rather they keep on moving in different directions at different rates. Their rate of movement varies from 2 to 20 cm per year. Movements of plates take place in three different ways. Number 1, convergence. Number 2, divergence. Number 3, parallel or transform. Now let's understand what are the different plate boundaries or the margins. Number 1, there is converging boundaries. Number 2, diverging boundaries. Number 3, transform boundaries. So basically three types of boundaries or the margins are present. First we will discuss about the converging boundaries. Such boundaries come into being when two plates moving from opposite directions come close to each other. These plates are also known as convergent plates. Now another question will arise here, like what do you understand by subduction zone? So when an oceanic plate collides with continental plate, now we already know that oceanic plate is denser than the continental plate. So the denser oceanic plate is forced below the lighter continental plate. The overrun plate is subducted into the mantle. This is known as the zone of subduction or Benioff zone, because first the scientist Mr. Benioff propounded this, so that's what after his name this zone is also named as Benioff zone. Now for converging boundary there is one example, the Peru-Chile Trench, which has been formed by the collision of Nazca, that is one oceanic plate, and the South American continental plate. Again, most of the earthquake occurs in the subduction zone also. Next is the divergent boundaries. So basically there are some other plates which are moving away from each other. These plates are called the divergent plates and give rise to diverging boundaries. Most of the diverging boundaries are along the mid-oceanic ridges. Now the last one is transform margin, which is also known as conservative margin. When two adjacent plates may slip horizontally past one another along a transform fault such as South Andreas Fault in USA, California, the boundaries along which such a movement take place are known as transform boundaries. So here in transform boundaries the plates are not getting affected by each other, they will simply slide away each other. Now next point will arise, that is what are the different causes that act behind this plate movement. So the greatest obstructions to accept of CDT, that is continental drift theory, in the early 20th century was the difficulty of understanding how the continents composed of seal could possibly sail like ship. So in CDT by Wegener we have seen that continents, they all are moving far away from each other. So in the year of 1928, Mr. Arthur Holmes first suggested that the substructural or subcrustal currents involved the mechanism of thermal convection. So here the subcrustal currents are basically involved in this plate tectonic movement, which acts as the driving force of the movement of plates. Now the convectional current moves the crustal plates, What is this convectional current? When the hot and molten magma will rise up or will come out through any fault, and then after solidification they will be solidified. Again it will go in the interior part of the earth, and like this the circle will go on and on. So due to this convectional current, the plates can float over the mobile asthenosphere. After Arthur Holmes, again Mr. W. Jason Morgan proposed the hypothesis of hotspot in the year of 1971. What do you mean by this hotspot? Hotspot means the centers of the volcanic activity. So according to Morgan, the source of magma in the mantle remains fixed in position, while the lithospheric plate above it moves steadily. So in this way, the volcanoes can also be formed over a hotspot, and then it can move away from the magma spot and become extinct. So basically, what are the causes of plate tectonics? Number one, it is convectional current, and number two, it is hot spot. Okay, so this is all about the concept of this plate tectonic movement. I hope this quite hurts or quite difficult topic is clear to you all. Now in our next class we will deal with a new topic again. Till then, thank you and take care.